All right, everyone. So these trucks just came in. These are the new Thunder inverted trucks. I just wanted to do a quick review on these. I've been skating Thunders for a very long time. I always ride Slappies for my curb board, but I'm just kind of used to the timing in my snap when I'm ollieing and stuff like that for flip tricks. I'm just used to it with Thunder trucks, so that's what I have. That's why I have two setups. So for my normal board, I ride Thunders. For my curb board, I love Slappy trucks. And one of the reasons that I love Slappy trucks is because of the amazing grind clearance, because they're inverted and Mike's an awesome guy, all those things. Great truck company. Can't say enough good things about Slappy trucks. But this video is about Thunders. So I was stoked when these finally came out because in the past, I had inverted my Team Hollows myself. So these come inverted, obviously, and I like that they didn't go with the indie style kingpin head, which hung up more than a normal kingpin, because it was, it's hardened steel, the actual kingpin. It's not like a nut that's like, kind of softer. It was hardened steel, and then it had those edges for the normal tool. So when you caught especially on a concrete ledge, it would catch you big time. So this is nice that it's rounded. They do have more clearance. I got the 149 size. I ride an 825 board, but I always use 8.5 trucks because I just like it a little bit better. So yeah, these are my old trucks. I was on the Team Hollows. So same truck, except for these just have the hollow kingpin, no hollow axle. They do have the cast base plate. These were pretty worn out. I do a lot of crooked grinds. So the height's gonna be the same. I heard that these bushings are a little different. They're a little softer. They're definitely like very translucent. I like the color actually a lot. I'm a big fan of purple, my favorite color. So there are some differences in the base plate and all those things. I'll talk about those a little bit later. But I just wanted to kind of show you the trucks kind of side by side right here, so you can see. This is supposed to be more rounded on these edges in the back. You kind of can't tell because this is worn down anyways on my old trucks. So, but you can kind of see on the face of it that these edges are more square. Actually, on the face of these, that's still more square. They only rounded it off on the back. So, anyways, I don't know if you could tell, the clearance is definitely significantly more on these. So anyways, I'm gonna set this up real quick, put this on my board. I'm setting up a new symmetrical board. I like symmetrical boards, so set up this Girl Griffin Gas symmetrical popsicle, and then yeah, we'll get to the skating. I'm gonna go to two different spots. I'm gonna go to the skate park first. It's my local, it's pretty close to me. It's McCoy Skate Park. And then I'll go to a curb spot after, because I did want to grind some concrete and see what the clearance is like, and if the kingpins hang up, and all those good things. So yeah, let's get it. Just got here, and one thing I noticed right away is how soft these new bushings are. These are the loosest set of Thunders I've ever stepped on. I feel like Aces, maybe even looser. This is crazy. right, I'm hot. That's enough for this place. Let's go to the next spot before it gets too dark. All right, so there's this curb right here. I'll flip the camera around in just a sec, but this curb has kind of like has more of an angled edge, so you're more likely to hit your kingpin if you're gonna hit it. So I'm gonna do some feebles on this one, see if I can get it to kind of hit the kingpin at all. So far, so good. I haven't really hit the kingpin. I think I've like maybe touched it a tiny bit, but it's really hard. Like you almost have to be like about to hit the ground in order to hit your kingpin for the feeble. So let me show you guys this curb right quick. So if you can tell, it has more of an angled edge on this side right here. So you're just kind of more likely to hit your kingpin. Here, I'll show you. So this is, yeah, it's even still, like, it doesn't hit the kingpin at all unless I yank it over real far. Even still, it's more hitting like the yoke, and it's really hitting only the yoke and maybe the washer. It's not hitting the kingpin at all, so that's a good sign. Let's do some feebles. All right, it is a new day. It is the next day. My phone died yesterday when I was about to do the outro for this video. So yeah, new day. It was kind of rushed yesterday, the session, because it was kind of getting dark and everything else. So I was trying to go to two places to kind of try them out on the curbs, and then you know, also at the skate park to, you know, do some, I really just wanted to do some feebles and Smith grinds to see the difference, because that's where like I noticed it, because I've been skating Thunders for so long. So I skated them a good bit. I do have a few things that I'd like to note about the trucks. First of all, just to show you guys, so this is the clearance right here of that one. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, if you look at the kingpin on this one, it's like way higher. You're hitting like pretty much all like the nut on that one. On these, I skated curbs, I skated the rails, like I said, all those things. I did a ton of feeble grinds, Smith grinds. There's a tiny, this board's symmetrical, so I skated either direction, but there's like maybe a tiny scuff on just one of them, and I think it's because I messed up a feeble on one of the curbs, and it still barely nicked it. Like I was really like, even when I dipped things a lot, I was really hitting like the yoke instead of the kingpin nut, well, the head of the kingpin, which is pretty wild. I mean, that's what you want. You want like the maximum amount of grind clearance. That's what kind of, you know, Slappy Trucks has been doing and stuff like that. It's like they've just been providing a lot of grind clearance with their inverted kingpins. So yeah, they do feel like, as far as the like height and all those things, the wheelbase. I'll put a wheelbase for all of you that are interested. I'll put a wheelbase thread from Slap in the description of this video, and it has like the differences in wheelbases for all the trucks, and they do change from forged base plates to cast base plates. So the team models for Thunder all have cast base plates, and then the like lights and hollow lights and all that, they are forged. So the cast base plates sit in just a little bit more, the forged base plates sit out just a little bit more. So same thing goes with Venture and stuff like that. Cast base plates, wheelbase comes in a little bit, forge out. So these are similar, like as far as pop timing and stuff like that, it's like same thing that I've been skating. So that didn't take any getting used to. What did take a minute to get used to was these bushings were like the softest feeling bushings I think I've ever felt, like initially. Like, cause when I got them, there was probably like 2 threads showing like underneath. And I got to the skate park and I was like, oh my gosh, like they were so unstable. Like they felt like your trucks would feel if they were like jiggling, like that's how they felt. And I was like, holy crap. So I kept tightening them down, and I still kept, I was like, dude, cause I skate like kind of, I'd probably say medium to medium loose is how I usually skate my trucks. So I don't skate tight trucks by any means. And they were loose. So it's definitely a different formula or something for these new bushings. They just felt super soft. But after about 30 or 45 minutes, all of a sudden they broke in, like it was like that. There wasn't like a slow break in. It was like all of a sudden I was like cruising around and I was like, whoa, these got like really tight out of nowhere. They just broke in, like it was like it just happened. And then I was like, I had to start backing them out. So I backed them out like a good bit. Probably ended up being where they were at the start. So if I were you, I would try to, like, if you can, try to cruise around on these trucks like, for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and try not to crank them down too much, so that way you won't have to like back them out. They didn't crack on me or anything like that, and I did skate the curbs, so that was, that's a good sign. Because Thunder bushings, I haven't had a lot of good luck with them in the past. Usually I crack bushings on Thunders like pretty quick, and like I said, I skate these on my normal board. That's all I've kind of been skating. So yeah, so I actually like the bushings a lot more. They do feel like more responsive, especially once they broke in. The color is really rad. One thing I did kind of notice a little bit, when I was doing nose slides and stuff like that and tail slides, I did notice that for some reason I hit the base plates even less. And if I did touch the base plate, that little bit of roundedness did help a little bit. It wasn't like drastic, because one of the things that they changed with these trucks is they rounded the edges and the backs of the plates. So it wasn't drastic, but I did notice it, like, because the ledge that I was skating at the skate park has very sharp angle iron. So if you hit your base plates on that particular angle iron ledge, it would just it would jar you. And the couple times that I did touch it, which is barely, it seemed to just kind of glide right through it. So these trucks honestly are great if you're a Thunder guy, if you've skated the team editions or team hollows or whatever, if you're a fan of those, you'll probably love these, is what I would say, because I've been skating Thunders forever. So the clearance is pretty amazing, especially if you skate Thunders and you love skating curbs or concrete ledges or anything like that, or even if you just, if you're a big Smith grind, feeble grind guy, you're gonna notice like pretty immediately, you're like, you almost cannot hit the kingpin. Like you really would have to dip, probably not even dip it significantly, because I was trying to dip it, like even when I just put it on the ledge, like with my hands, I was trying to dip it a ton, and I still couldn't get the kingpin to touch. You had to like kind of dip it and turn your board out really far in order for the kingpin to hit, which is not really realistic, because that's not really how you do Smith and feeble grinds anyways. So yeah, these trucks I'm impressed. They did a good job with the kingpins, with the bushings. I like the translucent bushings. Like I said, they do feel a lot better. The slight changes to the base plates are good. I thought that maybe the pivots were a little bit beefier, but it doesn't look like they are. That's also one thing that I noticed that typically kind of like, at least cracks on me like kind of quickly, is the pivot cups, and these seem to be like pretty great. So far, I'll keep you guys updated and let you know how these are going. but I'm not going to take these off of my board. This board was great. I love the Girl Chocolate like symmetrical boards. For those of you that are asking, this is an 825 board, and I always ride 8.5 trucks. I just like the pinch point when the trucks are a tiny bit wider. So yeah, like I said, if you guys like Thunders, or if you've wanted to skate Thunders, say if you're a curb person, you've wanted to skate Thunders, but you're like, gosh, I don't want to invert my kingpins myself, or or whatever, or you're worried about snagging on stuff, these trucks will be great. If you're a backsmith, if you're trying to learn backsmiths, I'd imagine these would be great too. I do want to like keep taking them out. I'll take them to like the curb spots and do some backsmiths and front smiths as well, and see if I can kind of get them to snag on those. But overall, my thoughts on these trucks is they're really good. I do like them a lot. I'm not going to stop skating them. So I recommend, if you're interested in them, I'd recommend trying them. Like I said, these weren't sent to me. I bought these myself. So yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see next. Hopefully I'll get this video uploaded today, and yeah, continue on. I'm gonna go to Birmingham Skate Park. I think today's Tuesday, tomorrow. So yeah, I'll go there, maybe get some clips in. Might do a video there. I do have the Bend to Grow board, that shape. Well, Bend to Grow board, the real board, the Easy Rider shape that I skated for a while before this. I do have some thoughts on that thing as well, so that could be an option for a video. So anyways, I will catch you guys soon. Let me know if you have the trucks already, let me know what you think of them, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Later.